Okay, I want to say hello again everybody, it's me, Wushu Richard. It's really great to see you all again, even though I can't see you. Thank you very much for joining me again. This is a very special video, okay. I'm making this video as a surprise. I didn't think that I would be making this video, maybe ever, but I'm really happy that I have the chance to make this video, okay. This video is for someone who I have actually admired. Now remember, we all have different ways of training in the martial arts. We have slightly different personalities. I mean, all of us, okay, in the martial arts, even like my friends, you know, you guys online, we have different backgrounds in training and we have different methods of training, slightly different outlooks on life in some ways. But with me, you know me, anybody watching, that you know, I am true to the true martial arts, and I can be very strongly like expressive in how I do that. And I mean, in my videos, you know, and I am really I respect a certain kind of person in this life. I just respect people who value life. Full stop. I don't like any of this negative rubbish of this modern day and age, and you know how I don't like sport fighting like MMA and all that kind of stuff. But anyway, enough of that. This video is for a very good martial arts expert. I class him as an expert, a really knowledgeable martial artist with a humble personality and an absolute sheer desire to spread the word of martial arts, or the true meaning of martial arts, and that is an honour. It's an honour to actually make this video for the guy. Okay, basically, it's for Freddie's Modern Kung Fu. Okay, if anyone knows the channel, okay, Freddie's Modern Kung Fu. He has other channels too, but I'm just going to say Freddie, right, by the name Freddie. This guy's amazing. I want to say hello to you. Okay, hello Freddie. I don't know if you know me or if you've seen my videos in the past, but I have been watching yours over the years, and this is a chance for me now in this video to actually say hello to you and just have a talk to you, okay? And for anybody else watching this, I thank you very much for sitting there, okay, and watching this. All of my friends and bros in the martial arts, okay? We're all bros, right, in the martial arts, bros and sisters. Right, basically, first of all, I want to say hello, Freddie, okay? And first of all, I want to introduce myself a little bit more, and then I'll get on to talking about you and that, because I feel you're great at what you do. First of all, I'm not going to ramble, but a brief introduction to me, okay? First of all, my name is Richard, okay? But online, my name over the last 10 years, okay, for 10 years, I've gone by the name Wushu Richard. Now, it sounds funny when you first hear it. It sounds like it's so ridiculous, you know, Wushu then Richard. But that's the name, I just put it together, and I stuck with this name for 10 years, and this is Wushu Richard. So my real name is Richard Mark Clark. Richard Mark Clark it is. But I was born in England, London, but I've been living in China, working as a teacher, teaching English for 10 years. My wife's Chinese. I can speak most like Mandarin Chinese, and it was hard in the beginning, like moving here and, you know, making a new life, but I got used to it, and you know, I'm just happy here now. So who am I then? What the hell? What the hell? Basically, I'm a humble person. I feel me and you are very alike. Okay, very alike. I'm not just trying to make like the connection and all that to say that, because you know, it's nice to say that to anyone when you meet someone. But I mean, really, we really are alike in many ways. First of all, one thing you will realise, okay, obviously you must have guessed by now, I'm a martial artist, okay, a kung fuist more so, no, wushu practitioner more so. But it's like this, the first thing you will have noticed, I'm sure, is that I'm a skinny, wretched, thin little guy with a little gentle voice, from London, and I look like someone's pussy ass bitch. Excuse my language. I look like someone's little brother or someone's son to most people. But and I've also talked to you. I left a comment on one of your videos talking about, and I speak about this openly to all of my friends online, you know, a small group of friends, that I was actually bullied when I was in school. You know, I've had a hard life growing up. I'm not going to go into too much detail, but I've been through some rough times, family issues here, there, back in England, as I say too. I've been mugged, I've been robbed, and I've been bullied. I've had absolute, I've had terrifying times in my life, and I feel so lucky to be here. And I owe my whole life to the martial arts. And I don't mean that I've just gone and kicked everybody's ass, or that. I've been very lucky to escape with my life on many, many occasions. I'm just a quiet person by nature. Now, you make videos and you talk about a lot of things that I truly believe in, such as, you know, the kind of thing that a martial artist should be all about. You know, you should be about how you train, right? So that's why I respect you. You speak very strongly about the mind and how to focus on life and basically be humble, but don't take any shit, right? And I think that's great. I lack in that so much, and I've had people giving me advice for years. My good bro in the martial arts, Demsley, if you know him, for one. Somebody else. Also, another good martial artist online is Mike Reese, if you know Mike Reese. And I've had people telling me over the years about my confidence and stuff like that. But the way I see it is, like, for me, I'd rather avoid a problem, you know. I'm just like calm, humble by nature, and I'd rather avoid a problem. But if we need to defend ourselves, then sure, we have to train realistically, and none of this ridiculous stupidness, you know, like you've been dreaming around. Like, you've got to be real and train hardcore. And if you need to defend yourself, anyone, a man, woman, boy, girl, anybody, we all should have some techniques and some ability, right, real ability to protect ourselves, as well as keeping ourselves in great shape and good health. Now, that's what the true martial arts was always about, right? You know, obviously, I'm a Westerner. I was born in London, as I say, but I was really intrigued by the martial arts. I started my martial arts training when I was 12 years old. Okay, so this is a bit of a background for anybody watching this too on me. Okay, if you missed my other videos in the past, as I say, I've had many channels on YouTube over the years. My first channel was Wushu Richard. Then I had another channel called Wushu Richard Life. Then there was Wushu Richard Zone. So many channels, and now you see my channel here, which is Richard Clark Ninja. I just ended up with that as a rough name, but I'm still Wushu Richard, you know, Richard Online. Just Richard Clark, you know, without cutting the bullshit. But it's like, yeah, so that's basically the background on me. When I was 12 years old, I started karate. I don't have like a black belt or anything like that, like properly, like in any one style. But I've learned bits and pieces from different styles, and it's helped me a lot over the years. I studied karate. I can't remember what style, but I studied karate for like 3 years it was. Then I did kickboxing for 3 years. Then three. But then it was 5 animal kung fu I got into later on. I had different teachers for different styles. Did a little bit of Wing Chun, and now to this day I feel like Wing Chun's one of my best systems. It really fits me, and also some basic Tai Chi. I'm not just saying like dreaming around and that, but pushing hands and that, the techniques. Like, I take techniques from all different styles, be it the kickboxing, the hardcore, that, you know, the Wing Chun, the sticky hands. I love it all, the trapping, all the forms too, as I say. I came to China and I started to study some Wushu, as I say. The reason I chose the name Wushu Richard was just for some fun in the beginning, when I first started putting videos online, because at that time I was really into like Jet Li's movies. I know you're a fan of Jet Li too, okay? You've mentioned over the years. But it was I just chose the name because I knew he was doing Wushu and I thought it was something cool, like, you know, I was looking into that. All over the years I've been into like kung fu movies, like growing up with them, you know, Jackie Chan, Jet Li and all that, all the movies you can imagine. And I feel the same way as you do about a lot of films too, about things like Jackie Chan, you know, and like Tony Jaa, and how you were saying like you grew out of Tony Jaa and things like that, and how you hate like the MMA. I'm totally the same, and I put so many videos out, so many strong worded, I'm like effing, shitting and shouting and going crazy about how much I hate the MMA. Or more specifically, this ignorant culture and the way people are so ignorant to life in general, the youth of today, the people, the violence in the world in general. And I don't think that MMA really helps as such. And plus, laying on the floor, like you're saying, you know, well, like what you said, blowjobs and all this, you know, blowjob jitsu and all the raps you did and stuff. Exactly, I know exactly what you mean with people laying on the floor with their legs wrapped around you. It's like it's just bullshit, right? Also, it doesn't, you know, but fair enough, we need like techniques and stuff for like if we do fall on the ground. So fair enough, there's like jiu-jitsu, but it's like, you know, it's better to stand up, and the true meaning of martial arts is to go through your life, right? Peacefully stand up and get on with your life. It's not about going and looking for fights and, you know, taking people down, bringing them down and sweating and grunting like some pig with blowjobs in your face, right? Exactly. So this is my sorry to be like mucking around here, but it's like this is my honour to actually be making this video for you, like to communicate with you. I really hope you're seeing this video. I really do. I never imagined you would see anything of mine, but this video is for you, Freddie, okay, Freddie's Modern Kung Fu, and I appreciate you for the time. I will talk to you a little bit more in this video, and I hope to keep the communication going, okay, because it's so good to find someone who is like you, who has such a passion in the martial arts and Kung Fu and true martial arts in general, on all levels. And basically, I love all the videos you do, all the talk videos. You know, you do what I do. I make all these different talk videos, and it's not because we want to be heard. We want to like speak a load of crap or just put this, you know, or we think we're this and that. It's not about that at all. But it's like we might be strong-worded sometimes. People might not accept it when we're effing and shit. You don't have to swear all the time. Fair enough. You know, people tell me the same thing, but it's like at the end of the day, the world's a mess, and there is ignorance out there, and we're trying to do good, and we are like, you know, the last of whatever's remaining in the true martial arts. I mean, there's people out there doing martial arts, but in this day and age, how it's deteriorated, nobody really cares. Not enough people are really trying to keep that true spirit alive. And I'm not just saying, you know, people going in robes like monks and all this and bowing and just, you know, making a lot of crap. But it's like the true meaning of what the martial arts was really about. You know, it really was about serious hardcore training, health. You know, don't be a nasty bully, and that it was all about, you know, morality, wiseness, wise mind to avoid negativity, balancing the yin and yang, as I say in life, all that, you know, help others if you can, train so you can protect yourself with some abilities, try and improve ability in life. That's what it's about, right? But this day and age, you're just meatheads, and you know, it's all, well, you see the way the world's going, it's just unbelievable. So that's another reason I value you. I've done a bit of Tai Chi and Bagua, as I say, too here, and I've learned some Wushu weapons. Okay, that's like broadsword, the staff, okay, the gun, okay, the stick, long stick. I've studied other weapons too, like the double sticks, a bit of butterfly knives, plus the southern form that was in the stick, you know, long stick staff, and also the broadsword there. But other techniques I've learned along the way and picked up from other people and stuff are things like from Aikido, Hapkido, things like the locks and things like that. I did like 2 weeks training in Taekwondo, but not a lot. But I love all the martial arts, I respect them all. Aikido, everything, okay? Ninjutsu, whatever art it is, I just love all the martial arts. Okay? Even boxing, even Muay Thai, whatever's out there. But with me, I like the true stuff, and I don't really like all this sport fighting. I make a lot of videos talking about a lot of topics. I myself, okay, I make so many videos, it's unbelievable. I make hundreds upon hundreds of videos I love sharing. Some of my videos are like long. I mean, I've made videos which are like 3 hours. Who the fuck's going to watch that? Okay, nobody, just me. But it's like I make videos where I like talk about a point. Some of my videos will be like 5 minutes long, you know, so it's like it depends. Some videos will be half an hour, 20 minutes, like yours, maybe talk videos. And what I do is I do different series. I do like some videos on talk topics, where I do some videos about martial arts training. But over the years I've also done other videos like fun little mucking about, like joking around, like movies and stuff, just for fun. The same as you also, like, you know how you did those raps, and I love those raps you did, they were so cool and so fun. Well, I'm the same, I like to make my own raps too. You know, in my free time I make some music. I try in my free time. I like to be very creative. Now, I don't like to boast. I don't like to boast and say I've got like loads of ability and that skinny little me. I know all the kung fu under the world. But no. But what I will say is I've got a passion for life and I love life. So with me, I'll try to help people in that. I'm a teacher here, as I say, in China, so I try to help the students and that I'm with, like to communicate. Anyone I'm around, I just try to communicate with. It doesn't mean I think I can help everybody or this or that, but it's like, only you know yourself in life, right? I try to keep humble. I try to teach people to be more confident in themselves, even though I'm not the most confident person. But you have to believe in yourself and understand yourself, even if you don't trust this world. You've got good reason not to in this world. Look at the way it is. But I'm just saying, for me though, I try to be creative. In my free time, I do drawing. On the computer, I've got on my computer in my laptop, I've got a pad and a pen, you see, and I do some drawing. I like to do some artwork. I like cartoons, manga, all that, the Japanese anime, the cartoons, when I was young, I used to watch like Fist of the North Star, the cartoon, and Street Fighter, manga, the cartoon and the movie. And basically now I'm trying to make some animations by myself. So I have another channel, on YouTube. Just while you're here, I'll tell you about that. I have another channel which is about cartoons, just my own little art, my own animations. They're not the best, but I do it all myself. I do the music, even some raps and everything about. I make these cartoons by myself, so you can find those. They're just for fun. Just mucking around for something in my free time to relax. So you can find my cartoons and everything, my entertainment stuff on. It's called Animation Arena, another channel, right? Plus I do my raps too. But as I say, this is my main channel, which is Richard Clark Ninja, and my name is Wushu Richard. I do have a Facebook page too. But what I'll say, is I'll try and add you on there too. I'm trying to add people on there. But the thing is, I'm like you. Excuse me. I want to say, I'm just like you in that my whole life has been dedicated to the martial arts. I'm 33 years old now, but martial arts has helped me stay sane, basically, in my mind. Physically training, I used to wake up at before 4 o'clock in the morning, sometimes 3:20 or whatever. Here in China, I used to go out in the heavy snow. I was in the northeast of China at that time. Now I'm in the south, tropics, but it's like, I was in the northeast before. It was like freezing cold, like near to Russia. I used to go out in heavy snow and just be training like a maniac. My hair was soaking wet with sweat and my hair was just like ice, man, And I'm not saying I'm such a badass. Anyone could knock me the fuck out. I mean, look how skinny I am. I'm not even a black belt in any one style or anything like that. But it's not about belts like Mr. Miyagi said, but it's like, I'm just saying, I train what I do and I keep it. I'm dedicated to it. I'm humble to it. All I know is what I know, my little bit. I'm not saying I'm big and tough. Look at you. I mean, man, you are so inspiring to just looking at you, your physique. I mean, anyone can do it. You can build yourself up. Anyone can. That's right. But it's like the physique you've got is really good. You can see the muscle there. People watching your videos can see the strength training you do, the workouts you do. Absolute spot on, real kung fu. I remember seeing you doing some kung fu forms or some movements outside in the street too, right? You're out there, you're getting it out there. You're getting this message of true kung fu and true martial arts out there. You're spreading the wisdom, you're spreading it into like it is modern kung fu, you're spreading the knowledge from your point of view. Fair enough, some people might not always agree. We don't always agree with each other about this or that, that's totally fine. But you're doing it and you're getting it out there and you're not backing down. And let's face it, there's so many masters, fair enough, so many so-called masters too who put on a show. But what I'm trying to say is, all the true masters and the true ancient knowledge and wisdom is dying out. Even here in China and places like that, I see it's that the young people are not interested, right? So all over the world, and in the West, all we're going to be left with is this meat-headed MMA, ground game, legs round, arse on the face, motherfucking, what do you call it, blowjobs, right, in the face. That's all they're doing this day and age, and the way the world's going, it's just an absolute mess, and the violence anyway on the whole. But it's not that we're trying to offend anyone. We're just, sharing our opinion. People can people can always refuse our opinions. People can always say, yeah, well, I agree with you to some extent. But, they can say whatever the fuck they want. They can put you down. But at the end of the day, me and you are humble. true martial artists out there in the world are humble. They will never say to someone, what you're doing is wrong. People can do whatever they want to do. Okay, even these people who do MMA, fair enough. Who am I to control, this or that? But this is the thing. But we're there to spread what true martial arts is about, or at least from our point of view, and at least from our open mindset, and we're being positive, and we want to protect life, and that's what it's about, right? So that's what I stand for. I might not be the biggest, toughest fighter, the biggest loudmouth. I'm a quiet person by nature. As I say, I speak a lot to this camera as though I know it all, kind of thing, but it's like, in real life, I'll probably back down, I'll probably listen to anyone and go, okay, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't get a word, I'm not the kind of person to get into arguments with people or like, fight my mind, because it just doesn't, you can't get through to some people. And I find the internet's a great thing because people put a video on, they can stop it any time, or they can sit there and listen. And the thing is, you can't tell a video to shut up, right? You can stop it, but as long as you're listening. So it's a chance for me to get my words out. The same for you. It's a chance for you to get your words out, or and your feelings about the martial arts, and share some skills, share some basic tips. People might watch my videos, even you might watch my videos, and you see me doing my kung fu, and you might say, oh yeah, it's good and everything, Rich, but I mean, you really should do some more strength training. Look how skinny you are, and all these flashy movements, it's not realistic. Yeah, fair enough. I know. Okay, I'm just saying that we all know, truly, to us, from our experience, we can't lie to ourselves. We know what works and what doesn't work. And then if we're on a street fight in the street, hopefully we'll never need to protect ourselves like that. I have once, but I'm not going to get into detail right now, but I'm just saying, so the training's got to be real. You've got to look into all kinds of aspects of training. That's right, I totally agree with you, okay? All kinds of training. Physical, training of all kinds. You can't just follow all these silly, fat-ass, forms and just don't understand anything, or just be like a robot. It's been like that for years. But it's like the true ancient ways and the true martial arts, what used to be, and the yin and yang and all that, and the true ways were there, and they were real, and there's so many techniques that you can make work for you if you make it work, right? And everybody's different, and that's why we've got to respect everyone in that way. But the thing is, in this MMA and stuff, I'm the same as you. I've got a passion. I absolutely hate it. I'm the same as you, because it's not about hating anyone or saying people can't do what they want to do, but literally I don't see much good in it, apart from they do what they want to do. So all I'm going to say, right, is what do I do then? I've told you I do my rap music, I do my animated cartoons as well. My cartoons that I make are on my other channel, which is Animation Arena, the channel on YouTube. But my martial arts channel is this one, okay? And I do a lot of philosophy videos. Like you got the philosophy or whatever that. I've been doing philosophy videos for years too. At first I was like really inspired by like Chosen Ninja, if you know him, Greg Park, before, because I was like, when I first got on YouTube, I was like into watching his videos and that. And I like deep-minded stuff, philosophy. I like good movies, but not movies with a load of stupid shit and no message, or just flashy moves. It's all fake, Like you say, we kind of grown out of that. You want to see real good martial arts and entertaining like scenes, but like real hard, good martial arts. But you want something with a meaning, like a meaningful story, a story in it, something that's going to help people to want to move on and do better in their life, to clean up this world, because right now it's a sick mess. So that's what we're talking about. So when you're speaking your mind in your videos, Freddie, okay, I respect you, because I'm the same. I make videos, okay. I'm speaking so like quiet one moment, but then the next minute I'll be going effing this, effing that. But it's not good to swear, but it's like we express ourselves freely, we express ourselves how we do, and I'll be like really voicing my opinion and how much I hate MMA and I hate violence, or like I'll be like talking about all kinds of areas of life, how we can balance life out. And from my point of view, they're not lessons for life for people to follow, and that's it. I just share my points of view the same way you do. And I think open-minded people will read more books, right? Open-minded people will listen to more people. And people that have dedicated their life to the martial arts, and people that have dedicated years and years of trying to spread good messages to people in the world, just like you have through videos. I've been doing this for 10 years as well, spreading these, doing these videos, and whoever sees it will. But in this day and age, so many people are so ignorant and they just don't care, and it's like, so I really respect you. I think you're really doing a good thing, and I hope you never stop doing what you're doing. Maybe you've seen my videos in the past and you might not have liked them, you might not have known much about me, Some people see my videos and they just think I'm a maniac. They think I'm like just when I'm joking around, or when I'm being strong-worded and F this, F that, or when they've listened to my raps, the crazy raps with the lyrics, or if they've seen my cartoons, they won't know what I'm all about. Some people watch my videos and they'll see me doing Kung Fu, and then I'm this little skinny guy, and I'm talking really strongly in my words, but it's like I'm not like looking like some big tough guy, so I look like as I say, I've been bullied when I was young, so people will get the wrong impression from me, but I believe the mind is the strongest thing. Okay, the mind. My teacher said the mind is a powerful weapon, as I say. If it doesn't touch you, it can't hurt you. That's another thing he said. If something doesn't touch you, it can't hurt you. So learn to block. You don't have to be the biggest, toughest guy taking the blows and just doing superhuman, qigong or whatever. I mean, even though it's great in that bit, it's like it's like you've got to be real and learn techniques that will work for you, work with your body, build yourself up in your body. Fair enough, but find a way to train that suits you. Don't talk too much shit in your life like I'm doing now. Keep humble. Try to help others, hear other people out, listen to other people's opinions on life, study all the information that's out there to improve yourself so that you can improve the world and improve your life and improve everything. Get in the flow of nature with yin and yang, right? Yin yang. Exactly. So that's what it's all about. So I want to say, I find you are you're kind of like me, like I would say more pure. I won't say like, how do I know? I don't know you, but what I'm trying to say is like, we're spreading more of a pure, more of a clean message. I will say that right. We're not perfect. People see us and the way we express ourselves, and we're so strong-worded and all this, and we come across like whatever, and people can say what they want. They can say, oh, that technique won't work, or this won't work, or you don't know nothing, man. People can say what they want, but at the end of the day, only we know what we do, and we're trying to do good. So anyone watching this video, okay, I'll say hello to a few other people too, just while I'm here. This video is for Freddie of Freddie's Modern Kung Fu. Check him out, subscribe, okay. I want to say hello to everybody just quickly, okay. Demsley, okay, Jason, of course, Chuck, Dan, Bowen, everybody who knew Rick, okay, DTG Taiho Jitsu before, okay, fair enough, Chosen Ninja, as I say, Jason, Mountainous, okay, Bill, Black Sword Shinobi, everybody, okay. Everybody, Emil, Uncle Cal, Emil, Bob Sykes, anyway, Bose, modern archery, all the guys, okay, watch my videos, Bill, as I've said, okay, Clive McKenzie, of course, Mike Reese, okay, thanks for the communication recently too, okay, all the people that are really into the martial arts, really who care about real martial arts and want to keep it alive. I'll say hello to all of Jason's friends too, Craig Flippy, of course, Cliff Bruckman and Bobo, if you're watching, okay. And I'll say those there. I don't want to forget anybody. I've said Demsley, right? But as I say, Bill. But this video, as I say, is just for Freddie, okay, for Freddie's Modern Kung Fu, and he's a great guy. Demsley, my bro, okay, watches your videos a lot, and he sends me a lot of your videos. I'm telling Freddie, okay, Demsley, Demsley and some other people too have been sending me your videos because they know that I'm serious about Kung Fu and you're a serious Kung Fu practitioner, and I feel they find that you are kind of similar to me, in that you speak your mind, you make talk videos, philosophical videos about life, real stuff. You share training methods, and you're humble, and you're one of the more real people out there in the martial arts who cares for true martial arts values, principles, compared to just this modern day bullshit they're doing, or people out there who just play around with martial arts, be it traditional, just the people that just play around doing rubbish, or people that play around and just do this modern day sport violence crap. But it's like you're about the real deal. You're trying to balance it, and spread the good word of martial arts. So that's what we're doing. We're going to continue to do it. I know that you might not like some of my videos. Some people don't. They watch my videos and they come back and say, or they might feel that what I'm doing, my training's ridiculous, or look at that skinny guy, they're doing this and that, or what do I know about martial arts? But I make lots of videos, as I say. I've done teaching over the years too. I teach people my basic ways of training, even some girls as well, boys and girls, but I've been teaching them for basic self-defense, Wing Chun and that. I've been teaching some college students some basic Wing Chun and Tai Chi principles, like self-defense tactics, I'm saying, like blocking and stuff. Plus I used to do the Wushu form, like, I'm not the most acrobatic or the most this or that, you know. But it's like I have my basic skills, you know, and I teach people what I know. And I'm limited in what I know, but you can always do more. But it's about what you want to do in life and the message you want to put across, and your heart and mind, and in the physical, you know, and putting the whole thing across to balance life and do good. That's what I'm about. So if I speak strongly in my videos, or I come across a bit, you know, people don't like understand me on one way, or I'm saying about this or that, or the way I speak and that, you know. But it's like, you can't get the whole thing. You can't understand the whole book of someone's life, you know, with just by reading one page or looking at one picture. You know what I mean? It's like, I'm me, you're you. It's the same. Some people might have issues with what you say, but at the end of the day, fuck them, right? Excuse my language, right? You know, but really, right? Because if people don't like you, they can just get on with their life. But there's too many people out there in the world that are too quick to attack. They're always on the defensive, but they're negative. They're always ready to attack others, because people in this world, all they know is competition, because they see all this pressure all around them. They don't know how to deal with it. They don't know about just being pure and honest in this life and trying to do good, like a monk, right? Like the ancient ways were, you know, just so peaceful and humble, and you know. But that's what I live by, those principles. So it might not work for some people, but I live by like a ninja kind of code. It's like I try and be so stealthy. I don't want to sound like a pussy pansy trying to hide in the shadows, but it's like I don't get into arguments or fights. I try to avoid it, use my mind to deal with situations. But when I'm training with people, I train, you know, hardcore, I train all that, the sticky hand and all that, the sensitivity. I train the techniques just with my frame, you know. Fair enough, I could do that. I could go to the gym. I could start doing push-ups, weights, and all. I mean, look at your physique. You're amazing, right? But it's like different bodies for different people, different kind of training. I don't know everything about the kind of training you do. I know it's kung fu and that as well, but you do other stuff. I'm the same, but I don't want to get down to that, the politics and all the rest of it. And we all do what we do that feels right for us, right? But what we also do is we spread a message out there from that point of view, from our position, just from our experience, sharing what's good. And just saying to people, you know, avoid stuff that's not going to help you in your life or is harming you, right? For me, I'm the same. I don't drink alcohol, I don't smoke, and I don't take drugs, obviously. Okay, really, I don't drink alcohol, anything, no, a beer, nothing. I don't smoke. Okay, this is bad for your fucking health. I don't take drugs. I don't believe in any. There's so much profanity and nastiness out there in the world. But I don't want to waste my life like some people are doing in this society, you know. People going, like you were saying about young girls and people going out late of the night, you know, fucking in mini skirts and showing their asses off, and they don't know why they get raped and stuff. The mentality of people, exactly. In this day and age, people going out there just like idiots late of the night, drinking, making a fool of themselves, getting into fights, and you see all these videos online. I think you've seen like things like World Star Hip Hop, and these street fights is brutal, some of this stuff. I watch a lot of that, but it's not for the entertainment. It's for the fact, because we have to be real in the martial arts. Even a little skinny guy like me, but you've got to be real in the martial arts and say, well, how would I defend that against that? You know, or would, you know, if there's like multiple people too, and they're doing all this ground game, fucking MMA bullshit, blowjob jitsu and that, you know, blowjobs, right? Like you say, exactly, right? Epic. And these people are laying on the floor. Can you imagine if you're in a riot situation and people are smashing crowbars over your head in groups of people? Exactly, but they turn it around and say, no, it's just for the ring. But you see how big and beefed up these guys are, and it's just ego and all the rest of it, and it's just ridiculous. You know, it's better to have technique. You know, the true martial arts are based on principles, and those principles embodied themselves in the actual way they train. Totally different. The true martial arts of what it was back in the day, the ancient and traditional ways. I'm saying the good side, not just the robotic and ridiculous people just following forms and katas. The katas and forms were there for a reason. They were good, but a lot of people, you know, over the years started practicing bullshit and just dreaming, and that. Fair enough. What works, what doesn't. You have to. I'm not the kind of person who believes that things develop as such. Things do change over time, and things you have to change and adapt to today's modern society. I don't believe that in exactly, apart from guns and stuff. Fair enough, I think terrible things like that. But it's like, what I believe is like, whatever works, like Bruce Lee said. I'm not a massive fan of Bruce Lee, but I'm just saying, you know, it's like you've got 2 arms, 2 legs, you know, you've got straight line, round line, all that, right? It's the speed, the angle, and the techniques that worked back in the ancient days will still work in today's. It depends how you make it work. It's not what works and what doesn't work. But if you do something so robotic and hold your arm out there or do some flashing, of course it's not going to work. If the enemy sees what you're going to do, the attacker sees what you're going to do, your opponent, then of course you're going to risk getting hurt. Exactly, right? So I'm like you, I believe in the real stuff, but I also believe in the root, just like you do, like the ancient ways and some of the meaning that you do get from the different kinds of training, like you said, meditating, katas, forms and breathing and mind and focus, all the knowledge, yin and yang, all these books, like about reading books and stuff like that, not being like a robot just sitting on the computer. I totally agree with you. But the stuff they're advertising on TV, all this shit on the TV this day and age, you know, Miley Cyrus is stripping naked again, for fuck's sake, you know, Lady Gaga, Justin Bieber doing this or that with his hair. What the fuck are they talking about? You know, the government sells what you buy. You know, that's what it's like, right? The world, they're selling what you buy. It's like the Matrix. It's like a move. It's like it's such a fake world. They're just shitting on people. People are eating their shit and wiping their ass for them, and they're all like robots, brain dead. So I totally agree with you. So we might speak strongly, and we might come across as like, what are we going on about? And then there's kung fu and all this, and they don't know because they're living on a totally different mindset. But all you see is this violence in the world, and these people just so screwed up in their brains, and they're the ones that are messing the world up. You know, they'll agree. Most people will agree that the world is a mess. Why? But then when they see us, people that are different, you know, they won't acknowledge or look into that. You know, we're saying. So, but me and you, we don't back down, and this is what true martial artists should do. So I respect all the people out there that's doing what they're doing, sharing the knowledge of the martial arts. Okay. So thank you very much. Okay, I want to say thank you everybody for watching this. Thank you very much for Freddie. Okay, thanks to Freddie. Freddie's Modern Kung Fu for the communication online. Thanks for watching this video, and I will be continuing to share all kinds of stuff on this channel. This is my main channel now. Kung Fu, of course, I will be doing more like Wing Chun and all kinds of Kung Fu like lessons, videos and stuff online and tutorial, just basic stuff and training videos when I can, and flows. I've made a lot of like wushu videos recently of just basic stuff, my way of training, as I say, my way. It's not supposed to be like accepted by everybody out there. People look at it and say, what's that dickhead doing? But I do what I do and I share, and it's hard to share when you're training with someone. It's like what they say, you know, seeing is believing, but feeling is the truth. That doesn't mean I think I can knock everybody the fuck out, but it's like you kill some army general or you kill someone who's got a lot of knowledge, you will waste a chance of, you know, you could learn anything from anyone. So we can all learn from each other something if we be humble and you know, because somebody might be big and tough, but they don't have the, you know, or someone might be like have a high ranked black belt in whatever it is and be able to fly a helicopter. They might have all the programs into their head of the Matrix, you know. But it's like at the end of the day, they don't have what you might have, and they can gain from you, because you know what I mean. So if they want it. So they say ignorance is bliss, ignorance is fucking dumb, right? Exactly. So what I do is I say, I share what I do. In the next, on New Year's Day, I'll be doing another wushu show on a big stage. As I'm not the best, you know, I'm really far from it, but it's like my ability in it, but it's like the long fist wushu form, Chung Chuan long fist wushu form. I'll be doing the basic form again for a show on the New Year's Day in the college in front of hundreds of students and teachers. So, you know, not to make a show out, I'm not one for doing that, but it's like sometimes you just got to do it. It's like the reason you do it is because you want to show. Two reasons I do like the shows when I do that. And the same when I started doing the video. The reason I make the videos is because I want to make I want to share some useful knowledge, you know, and communication. But if I do wushu shows or anything like that, or where it's not teaching people, if it's like it's just a show or something like that, I don't always do that. But it's like the reason I do that is to show two things. One, to surprise people that a quiet person, a little thin person, someone may have an ability or a skill, something that other people might not. At least that's something else that someone else can't do. So at least prove people wrong. So that's why people have to show something in this life, right? Their creativity, not to show off and all that. It's not. What's the fucking point in that? People still turn around and say it's a load of crap. But it's like you just show, and you know, in order to inspire them. My goal is to inspire and motivate the people who are weak, the people who are not confident in themselves. They don't have the confidence to show to be in this world, to develop themselves further or show. And also at the same time I want to motivate and inspire the people who are negative and that, and they don't believe in anyone and all this, and any kind of negative, that they might be wrong, and you know what, you can turn around and start bettering yourself too. And if, you can never see someone's true ability on the inside. So that's and another reason, of course, is to share and spread the true knowledge of Kung Fu and Wushu and martial arts and the actual skills, because you see people doing boxing and all this and big tough guys and MMA and all this, but you don't see a lot of traditional stuff, even here in China now. It's not like so many people are doing martial arts, like everyone really into it as such. So I'm a Westerner, fair enough, but I care. And I show that. So it's like there's been students who have come to me over the years and asked me if I could teach them some basics, and I've done that. But it's like, bits here and there, just doing what I could. Not like the real epic expert, but it's like I just do what I do and teach my ways and my ways of training realistically and do it, But it's like, I was humble because it's not always like, in the beginning, I didn't have the confidence to be going around telling people here in China, I want to get my ass beat up, or going over and saying, oh, you want to learn Kung Fu, I'll teach you, what the fuck, I'm not like a real big expert. I've always been humble in my ability too. And plus I used to get bullied and robbed and all the rest of it back in England. I've had stuff. So, and there's people out there who are much more confident than me. People who are out there much more stronger than me. And then in the martial arts world, there's people who can whoop my fucking ass. There's street fighters on the street who can just knock you out with one punch. Anyone can be taken off guard as well. But it's not about that. It's not about being Superman and trying to be invincible. It's about being realistic in your mind. It's about training the best you can with your abilities and your fitness. And I spread this message, and I constantly keep sharing this message for people, and about the humbleness of the martial arts and the wisdom, and looking into the knowledge and trying to clear out your life in different areas of your life to improve the mind, and how you communicate with others humbly, and how you hear other people out, and then hear and think, what you really want to do and the steps you need to take in your life to take your time and make this whole thing a much more wonderful, healthy experience in mind and body, right? So thank you very much for listening. I know I've spoken a lot. I'm kind of in my fucked up accent and all the rest of it, language. I know I'm kind of mumbling one moment, coming across as like a monkey the next. But I want to say thank you very much, Freddie, okay? Freddie's Modern Kung Fu, and I'm making this video for you. Thank you for sitting there and watching this, and thank you everybody else for watching this video. That's great to make some connection with another Kung Fu practitioner and good martial artist, real martial artist who cares about the state of, not only the state of martial arts, but the state of the motherfucking world today. Thank you very much for watching. Take care.